languages that people speak are incredibly important to everyday life. But within the last 100 years, major debates have arisen about one topic that would affect each and every one of us as citizens of the USA. Should English be made the official language of the United States? One argument against making English the official language of the United States is that it would offend the idea of American diversity. Our country was built on the foundation of diversity. In fact, the U.S. has always been known as a place where people of all kinds of nationalities can come and celebrate their hard work and differences. Some claim that to issue and run our government in only one language would demote other languages. As a place of freedom, citizens living in the United States have the right to preserve their heritage. To make the English language the one official language of this country would spell disaster for the long-standing notion of diversity and would mark the beginning of the decline of our celebrated histories. Another argument against official English is that an official language should be decided by the state legislatures, not by the federal government. Every state is different. Whether it's the size of the state, the population, or the percentage of nationalities, no two states are the same. Because of this, some argue that the federal government will have trouble making every state and every nationality happy. States, however, are closer to the people. They would have a much easier time listening to the arguments put forth by both sides and helping more people decide on a compromise that would make all involved feel comfortable. Therefore, opposition to official English believes it would be best, due to the sheer diversity of the U.S., not to declare an official language or else leave the language decision to the states. The final argument against official English is that it would discriminate against non-English speaking citizens. As we here in America have the right to choose our own religion without persecution, so should we have the right to choose our own language. Language is as, if not more, important to our daily lives as what we believe in, and those who are against official English believe that we should not have to give up our own languages, our heritages, in order for a chance to survive in today's society. They believe that if English were to be made official, those who cannot speak it would be pushed aside and neglected.
This is not true. English should be made the official language of the United States of America because it would promote unity between all citizens of the country. In the U.S. today, there are over 322 languages spoken on a daily basis, and over 97% of those citizens speak all, mostly, or some English. That means only about 3% don't speak English at all. As it is the most widely used language in the U.S., English would serve as a means to bridge everyone who speaks all those languages together. With unity comes better communication and a lesser chance of uneasiness between nationality groups because they can't understand each other. Also, with everyone able to understand each other, legal proceedings would run smoother without the misunderstandings due to problems with language translators. Another reason we should make English the official language is that it would help cut costs that could be put to better use. The designation of official English will eliminate needless duplication of government services in multiple languages. The money formerly spent on multilingual services can instead provide immigrants with the assistance they really need, classes to teach them English. Not only would it put our government's money to better use, but also, by cutting down on multilingual services, we would save an incredible amount of resources, such as paper, that could assist us in other aspects, along with helping our environment. Also, official English would only affect government services. Other aspects of everyday life could remain translated, such as a trip to Walmart or buying something online. Finally, English should be made the official language of the United States because, despite arguments against the fact, it would not limit citizens from speaking other languages. The main argument against official English is that it would restrict the use of other languages in everyday life. This is not the case. While the language laws would require English to be used in official and government matters, they would not restrict the teaching and use of other languages. In fact, it would be encouraged. According to U.S. English's study of census data, an immigrant's income rises about 30% when they learn English. But those who don't learn have a higher chance of being stuck with low-skilled, low-paying jobs. Therefore, bilingualism in everyday life would be an advantage to anyone and everyone. Making English the official language would just help to make sure that as many people as possible can speak English, so that no one may get left behind or neglected because others do not understand them. While there are many arguments against officiating English due to the possibility of racism and exclusion, English should be made the official language of the United States of America in order to help cut unnecessary costs from our country's budget, promote better communication, and to unite our people around a common language. Right now, it is up to the citizens of the United States to decide which path they want to vote for and follow. Whatever their nationality, heritage, or ancestry, we urge them to vote English as the official language of the U.S. in the betterment of we as a people, a community, and a country.